me. First of all, I'd like to just introduce myself. I've been in Lac de Flambeau I'll be going on 84 years come December 7th. Here all my life, former chairman, businessman in the community, and always looking at what's going to be best for Waswaganini. And like I said, we got some candidates here, and I just can't understand why we don't have a lot of people here. We got our former attorney here. She just walked in, Miss Brown, and we've got a lot of different. We've got a former, or he's over at the town of Lac de Flambeau, Mr. Wildcat, right? And we'll introduce the people out here. We'll start with this guy right here.
My name is Logan. I work at the radio station.
And you work all over Flambeau, right?
What was the name?
Allison Bonnet.
Okay.
Will Cartwright.
Joseph Boyle, working at the morning show.
Yeah.
Yep.
Winona Careful. I'm WIA Indian Parent of the Year. And
Bonjour, welcome back. My name is Carol Brown. I'm newly retired and I just moved back home, so happy to be here.
Busy running your dog. Dog can hardly run anymore. That.
Very well, Ken.
Hello everybody, my name is Zachary Allen. I work at the Lac Business Development Corporation, and I've been with them for about 6 years. Before that, I worked at the Lake of the Torches, and I was there for about 5 years as well. I also serve on the Lac de Flambeau Chamber, and currently sitting on the LDF Gaming Commission as well.
And you're a candidate for?
Candidate for tribal council.
Okay.
Lionel Peterson, Lac de Flambeau Veteran Service Officer, and a candidate for the Lac de Flambeau Tribal Council.
Wushu Zungade and Nizhikakas, Strongheart. My name is Dwayne Chapman. I'm running for tribal treasurer, and I've been the GM from casino properties for the last 20 years, roughly, in the industry of gaming. Currently still do gaming as far as some ventures that I co-run for vendorships that work towards the gaming industry to propel it into the future. So I'm proud to be here, to be candidate. Thank you all for coming.
Bonjour, Benjamin Benes, Indian Cause. My name is Shane Mitchell from Lac de Flambeau here. I've been working at the Chippewa Housing Authority for about 25 years now. Business owner, and just thankful to be here and have everyone's support and all that, and yeah, that's about it.
Bonjour, Miss No Pay Indigenous Cause, Makwan Nindundin. I'm from here in Lac de Flambeau. I grew up in Dogsville, as well as Two Rivers, Wisconsin. Very proud of both of my hometowns. Bear Clan, I take that seriously. My English name is Stephanie Thompson. I have served a lot of different roles over the years. I like to say yes to any opportunity that's given to me, and I like to fill a need when I see it, and I feel that that's should be everyone's personal responsibilities to step up when you see a need. Because of that, I have been a guardian ad litem. I have been a business owner. I owned and operated a child care service for active duty military in the state of New Mexico. I was licensed under the FCC in the state of New Mexico and the U.S. Air Force. I have done a lot of work around political organizing, around environmental work. I've been an environmentalist since I think I was 4 or 5 when I first kind of started forcing my parents to start recycling. I really take my teachings to heart, and I really try to look for those 7 generations. I'm also an EMT. I do volunteer work here in the town, and I serve on a number of boards and committees as well. I'm an open book. I don't claim to know everything, but I know that within my community, someone has an answer to just about anything we could come across. So I really lean into my people.
Bonjour, Kiyoshik Indigenous Cause.
My name is Dr. Katrina Chapman Mayers. I've lived in this community my entire life. I went away to school in Kansas and got my undergrad in Duluth. Went to Haskell for 2 years too. This community is really important to me. That's why I came back here. I always thought I wouldn't. In high school, I thought I would leave and never come back, but once I finished school, I couldn't wait to come back, but I'm glad I went and did that so I could come back and share everything that I've learned. I'm glad to be here. Miigwech for putting this on. Yeah. Thanks.
All right. Bonjour, my name is Daniel Chapman. I'm running for tribal secretary. I started work with the Lac tribe, our tribe, in 1994. I'm still working with them ever since then. I've seen a lot of, I've seen a lot of young folk come and go. I've seen a lot of old folk come and go. I've seen a lot of tribal governments come and go. And then I want to see, like everyone here, at these tables here, we want to see the tribe keep on going. And that's why I'm running for tribal secretary in hopes that we can move forward together. That's all I have to say right now. Here.
I want to thank you guys too for taking time out of your busy schedule. And like I say, there's not a lot of questions written down, but it ain't like you all don't know what our community needs. And I'm gonna probably just ask a question and maybe we'll go right straight down the line, or whoever wants to answer first or whatever. I guess my main question would be, I'm glad to see all you candidates here. We don't have any former council people here, and I don't know why. But my question would be, what are you gonna do as a candidate for the position that you're running for? What are you gonna do different than they have or they haven't done? Don't be scared to tell it like it is. There used to be a paper called Tell It Like It Is. But that's what I'm asking you. And whoever wants to start off, go ahead and let's start right down from the left.
So I think Stephanie kind of alluded to it pretty well, is no one individual is going to have all the answers. Not one council is going to be able to make change. And in my view, as if I were to be elected, I think that's a mindset change that has to come as a whole. From whether it's new council, old council, we have to be consolidated in what ideas that we have in order to make that change. And I think a big thing that I've seen over the last few years is the buy-in from membership as well. We as a council have to have proven leadership that has or allows membership to want to be involved on a political level, to want to be involved, whether it's through committees, whether it's through boards, and not in a negative way, I guess, in any sort of way. It is, I feel like right now the current council is involved in too many things where they're kind of spread too far apart. They're spread too thin. I think we need to give some of that power back to the community to get that buy-in back from the community as well. So I think once that happens, then the involvement from our community members will continue to grow, and with that, the tribe will continue to grow and prosper.
Ronald Peterson. What would I do different? I think the main thing that we need to do is, as far as the tribe moving forward, is, number one, protect our treaty rights, our lakes, our sovereignty. The lakes, without that being said, the culture also, part of the culture is our language. I myself, I've never had the opportunity to learn it. I've neglected over the years to learn it, but that can change. But as far as our lakes go, we have people on a part of the lake. It's not like a cesspool over in the summer. Hundreds of people sitting out there partying on our lake. That's our waters now. Someday may come. We need these lakes to survive as our ancestors did. Well, as far as our sovereignty is under attack all the time. you know, as a tribal council, if we happen to get on it, you know, moving forward, we need to strengthen that. We need to impose fees for dock fees, for boats that are using our water. And where, you know, where would the money come from? The money would come from the cost of the dock fees and the increased fees for landing a boat here, you know. And not only that, our youth, you know, a lot of young people, some of the young people in here don't remember the struggles that we had with the treaty rights. Cheryl, remember, Tom, you know, some of these fellas here, you know. It was a hell of a thing we went through, you know. The only way we made it through there, we stood together as a tribe. We would put their political differences down, their hates for one another. We all moved forward together. And we had a culture of nonviolence. We knew, you know, the things they said to us, the things that were done to us, it would have been very easy to lash out. But at that point in time, we came together as a community and moved forward. You know, we got to do more of that. Not only that, the sovereignty is a real big issue, and our lakes. Without them, you know, we're nothing. Thank you.
Dwayne Chapman, running for tribal treasurer. So one of the things that speak most eloquently about what's happening here today is you can see the candidates are here, right? This is a unified position on the front here right now. And I think that is clearly one of the attributes that this tribal council needs to establish. If we get in on to be elected, is that there's a unified front. There's always a continuation of being unified for decision making. And not only just unified in the council, but unified at a level where we reach back into the community so that the voices are heard clearly about the issues that are taking on, that the people who are living day to day, and we as councilmen and leadership are living as well day to day. How do we come together to make a unified stance on issues so that we come up with true, solid decision making that will propel our tribe into the future? So that's one aspect. As a tribal treasurer, to me, it's a great responsibility to think about an overall success of our tribe and its financial picture. We have businesses, we have grants, we have dollars coming in and flowing. The inflows and the outflows of money of this tribe equal or exceed, you know, tens of millions of dollars. So why don't the people why won't they have a chance to understand what is it that we have? I'm not sure that has been expressed clearly or in totality over the years from different treasurers. But my mission, taken from a vast length of experience in handling finances for major corporations, i.e. the tribal casino property, Casino Ren, further south of here, and other business ventures that I've been involved in, is taking those large dollars and making solid sense of them so I can explain to the tribe, explain to the leadership that this is our accurate financial position. You know, we have 2 tribal government meetings a month that we can focus on giving a solid picture, explaining what the financial position of the tribe is, so that's understandable amongst our tribal members, which I believe we all need to understand that better. So if there's any opportunity that I can try to help you guys, as well as take in consideration what the leadership has to say in terms of how we promote and develop the financial picture of our tribe, so that everybody understands that that's my critical mission and goal, why I want to become a treasurer. Thank you.
Shane Mitchell for Tribal Council. Well, I guess it's not about I here. I always believe in, you know, working together and believing things can happen when we put all our minds together in our hearts. And working where I work over at Lac Flammable Housing there, I've been through and seen a lot of stuff go on there. So I really think it's important that we really take care of our community with this drug thing. You know, I push for a lot of things with my friends and to speak to a lot of my friends about this. Everywhere I travel to is, you know, what goes on in our community. And I feel like